Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nocturnal Gaming Network. My name is Xeriua, and today we are continuing with Spaceflight Simulator. We are continuing with our station build, as you can probably see by the title, and today we are doing the vertical support around the solar panel. So, once again, we are going to start ourselves near the top of the screen, and we need to look at exactly what we need here for support around the solar panel. So we need to start at the utility screen, and basically we need some sort of support, on the outside of the panel. And we're going to start here, basically straddling the line, okay, and we are going to have we need I think it was 26 tiles or something that we need. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but I do remember that the way we want to do this is something like this, right here, just like this. So let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, okay, so I think I was right with the 26, because we are going to put one of these on each end, one of these small docking ports on each end of the solar panel support. And with the addition of the 2 others from the pieces that connect into it, that's 26 pieces. Now, we want to do some RCS thrusters on this because we need the solar panels to be able to actually not the solar panels, but the space station itself to actually be able to control itself. So we'll put the solar panels, the RCS thrusters on the solar panel supports, and that should be a decent way of actually controlling this thing. Now, we need 2 of these, right? So the way we're going to do that is by putting a second one over here. And actually, I want to make sure I do this right, so I'm going to sort of start from the bottom and work my way up, just like this. And the reason we're doing that, the reason we're leaving the spaces like this, is because we want to be able to actually put these in place here, right? And if we have both of these right even, remember there's the solar panel, so we're going to have to worry about bumping into the solar panel, and we actually got to put this into place. So if you stagger them by 1 block here, on the left side you'll be able to clear the solar panel, while on the right side you maneuver in and actually lock this into place. Alright, so this is basically our payload here. We're going to go and we're going to put a 20-ton fuel tank as always. We're going to put a couple of RCS thrusters on this thing. I mean, I suppose if we want to be technical, we have some RCS thrusters already. So this is going to be, this thing's going to have more than enough side-to-side movement here. And this should be the entirety of the payload. So we're going to put a separator. Now we can go back to, not utility, to aerodynamics and do our fairing. Bam, pop that one on, and then we can just pop some of the 6. I believe it's 6, right? Is that 6? 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6 block fairings over the top of this. That's the wrong size. That's an 8-block fairing. There we go. 6-block fairing. Let's go 1 past. That way we've got plenty of room to actually click on the separator here. Now, we need to launch this thing, and we are going to need a decent amount of thrust here to do this. So let's go something like this, I think. Stagger this just a little tiny bit. That way, not the wheel. That way this nose cone can fit in here just like that. And we can put our side separators here. We're going to have a broadsword for a second stage and a couple of hawks for the primary stage. And this should be everything we need here. So let's go to the launch pad. Here we are. Alright. We're at the launch pad. Turn this on and off. That way I can zoom in on this and get myself a nice thumbnail image. Zoom out just a hair. Right like this. Perfect. Thumbnail, we are successful. Okay, so let's turn both of those engines on. Zoom out. Here's the station, right where we left it the last time. We are going to set it as the target. Now, we bumped it a little bit last time, so its actual, orbit around the Earth has changed ever so slightly, but that's okay. It's not anything that's going to cause a problem. We'll go back to the rocket view, 100% thrust, boom, on. There we go. We got both our engines going. This one's going up nice and fast. 200 meters, we're going to start turning ourselves over. Now, this is a very, very light payload, so we can, easily get ourselves turned over and do whatever we need here. We want to just, continue turning on this. Don't want to let our apoapsis get too high here, because we don't want it to be out at like 50 kilometers when we're, going to be using that as a low point. Whatever. Boom, there it is. And we can just point pretty much sideways at this point. And we can just, let us gain some sideways momentum. We're doing pretty good here. Probably do want to make sure we at least get our apoaps out of the atmosphere. We're at about 675 meters per second, so we're doing fairly decently there. This should be nice and easy, and we're at 25 kilometers, so when we get ready to separate this stage, we should be at an appropriate place to separate the fairing as well, because we don't want to, we want this to be fairly realistic. I don't want to separate the fairing too low or anything. Too low that we would risk damage to our sensitive scientific components. That would be bad. So we are now in space here, and now we just need to circularize ourselves and actually start burning. I'm going to go here and I'm going to actually separate the fairing right now. Boom, there it is. It falls away. And we're gaining speed very quickly here. We need about 600 meters per second more to circularize around the planet. We don't quite have it in this tank, I don't think. It's going to be fairly close, but I think we're going to just barely need a little bit from the final stage to circularize ourselves. We may not. Actually, we may not. I may be good. Which that's sort of surprising to me. I feel like the last time when I launched this to test it out, it was a lot closer than this. 400. Yeah, we are going to need a little bit. Okay, so I was right. There we are. Separate, and there's our final stage. Engines on. We are going to be easily able to circularize ourselves here, and we're just going to burn straight to an apoaps of about 247, just like the last time. And that should allow for a nice and easy rendezvous with the station. So 230, 45, 6, 7. Oh, we're at 248. That's okay, though. That's okay. We still got, 2 kilometers here to go. Bam. We'll start time accelerating ourselves around, preemptively turn. I don't think I said that, but I did now. Alright, where is it? It's right there. So basically what we want to do is we want to raise our periapsis a little bit here because we don't want to overshoot. So that's probably pretty good. Now we can go around like maybe 3 times, 1. Maybe it's going to be 4. There's 2, 3, 4, I was wrong, 5, 6. Oh, I've slightly overshot this, but that's okay. We can fix this. What I'm going to do this time, then, since I've overshot, is we're going to go to the outside of the station. So we'll raise, 257's a little bit much. Turn our RCS on so we can fix this. Just tap it back till we're at about 250. 251 is perfect here. Alright, and we're going to go accelerate till we get to apoaps. Then we can rotate ourselves just perfectly prograde. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise our periaps to approximately 251 also. That's probably pretty good right there. Perfect, and we're just barely to the outside of the station's orbital path. We can go around maybe twice, maybe 3 times. So it looks like one final time here will put us really, really close. So right about here. All right, now if I zoom out, you should have the station in view. It is. Alright, so we are going to boost directly towards the station here. Let's see what's going on. It's moving pretty fast towards us and down. Alright, so we're gonna go this way, right? Gonna burn just ever so slightly. Alright, so now it's still coming towards us, but it's going down quite a bit. So we can use our RCS thrusters. Alright. That's pretty good. We're going to rotate ourselves to roughly the correct orientation, and then we will boost downward more. Alright. That's perfect. A little bit further downward, we have just a tiny bit more momentum to kill off relative to the station. Alright, now we are going perfect, so we can begin slowing ourselves down sideways relative to the station again. And we can start heading downward to actually line up with a docking port. So we're going to go with the, relative to the craft, the right docking port on the station first. Just like this. Remember how I said we wanted to make sure that we were able to actually connect in here because we were going to have to avoid bumping the solar panel. So that's what we're doing here. Right about there. Boom. Just down a tiny bit more. All right. We are locked in place. That's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and separate. Bam. We should stay in control of the craft. Oop, don't bump the solar panel. Solar panels are very, very fragile. There we go. And we can just, coast ever so slowly towards the other docking port. Bam! There we are. Nice and easy. So what we're going to do here, once again, is we're going to add some fuel back into the station. How much do we have? 46. Let's put it in that one. Again, we want like 5% fuel to deorbit. 7, 6, 5. Okay, there we are. 5% fuel, so now we can begin to deorbit ourselves here. And I'm going to do it exactly the same as we did the last time. We separate, use the RCS thrusters a little bit to get ourselves clear of the station. There we go. Clear, and just thrust. There we go. Once we hit collision with the planet, bam, we're out of fuel, and we are done here once again, just like the other one. Now, if I come over to here and just pop one of these solar panels for a second. Oh, that is so nice and perfect, because we've got the one space right there for the connecting final piece of the solar frame. And that's going to be it for this video. So next time when we return, we will finish surrounding the solar panel, and we will be done with the solar power system for the station. So thank you all so much for watching. My name's Xeriua, and this is the Nocturnal Gaming Network bringing you Spaceflight Simulator. Have yourselves a wonderful night, everybody.